Welcome back, everyone. 3D printing now and beyond. This is my 1 month review on the Bambu Lab P1S. It's actually been a tad over a month, so I'm going to share my thoughts and opinions on this printer now. So the first day I got this, when I went outside and saw it was delivered, I noticed that the box was left upside down despite the stickers on the side, saying the direction it's supposed to be. And at first I was like, oh, great, here we go. Is this going to be something with broken glass or something messed up? Who knows? But thankfully, the packaging was done really well on this. I unboxed it, set it up, and nothing seemed to be broken. I don't even see anything bent, and it seems to be working just fine. So thankfully, that part was okay. So as far as mods to the printer, I haven't necessarily done like anything that qualifies as aftermarket to it. The first thing I did was print it off just the typical poop tray, which I highly recommend you do. I think that should be the first thing you print off for this machine is the poop tray, or else it's just going to go all over the place. It's going to shoot out the back, and there's going to be a pile on the table or on the floor or whatever. So make sure you do that and clean it out every so often. I've also added, it's actually just this little edge here, because when you have little pieces on the bottom, you're going, push these forward, they're going to end up in the corner here, and then you got to, like pick them out like that. So I just added this little edge here that just makes that easier. I printed off this piece on the side here just to store build plates there. Kind of like having that. And I've added or I should say upgraded to the hardened steel nozzle and hardened extruder gears. And I think that's basically all I've done to the machine. So basically it's for the most part stock. Just upgraded the nozzle and the gears on the extruder and added a couple of this and that's, but for the most part it's still how it came from the factory. So, and it's been working really good. As far as the software goes, I think that's more where like kind of like the issues that need working on are still. The hardware overall seems really good. I don't really have anything to complain about on the hardware side. So some of the weird things I've noticed, like say, and just have a benchy here, right up here where it says you choose the print profile, I've noticed, obviously I have the P1S, so I'll select the P1S here, and it's probably not going to do it right now, but just take my word for it, I'm not just making this up, is then when it loads in here, sometimes it'll load some other printer, like say the X1 or even like the A1 or A1 Mini, who knows what. I don't understand why. What's the point of choosing the print profile here if it doesn't always match right here? And I know it's not just mine, because my friend has the A1 and it does the same thing. Like he'll go over here obviously and choose his A1, and then when he goes into the prepare, it'll show up some other printer sometimes, and we just don't understand. Like I said, what's the point of picking the profile if it doesn't always match? And then when you go into device here, it's probably not going to do it just like the other part. You go to play. This doesn't always load. Oh, is it going to fail this time? Nope, it did. It worked. But anyway, again, like I said, just have to take my word for it, and I'm sure other people with this printer can vouch that this doesn't always load, and it's hard to complain about when they're not charging anything for this service. But just wanted to say that it doesn't always load. Sometimes on the bottom here it'll have this error, check your network connection, and no, it's not the network connection. Check the network connection, reboot the printer. I think it says something even about firmware. I don't remember, but it's like, geez, really? Talk about blaming someone else, I mean, maybe if I still had cable internet, I'd believe it, but oh, geez. Yeah, they need to work on that, because no, it's not an issue on my end or other people's, end of the deal when that happens. Obviously, it could be, but no. Maybe have it try to ping Google or something before you go saying that it, check the network and this and that. Anyway, just minor gripes. Previous 3D printers I've had, didn't even come with the camera, or you could, just have it integrated. all into the slicer for that matter, where you can watch it. So I'm thankful for that, but it doesn't always work, is what I'm getting at. So overall, the Bambu Studio is really good. I've been getting used to it. I do like it. I still have a bit to learn. We're just doing a bench here right now, just so I had something running while I'm doing this review. So I printed a lot of parts with this. I've obviously done the typical PLA, ABS. I've done PETG with carbon fiber, which I actually really like. I really like that filament, honestly. Prints great, sticks great to the bed. Just carbon fiber, that whole thing in general just does it for me. So one of my favorite filaments as of now. Yeah, so this printer, highly recommend it. P1S, I got this when it was $600 or $599 if you're not the type of person that rounds a penny. Anyway, $600. I kind of wish I just went ahead and got the AMS for it, because I believe that would have been a total of $850. But live and learn. I should have done that, because now I really want it, and it's going to cost a tad more buying it separate, but that's my fault. So I just want to throw that out there. If you're thinking about getting the P1S, if you can afford it, go ahead and just toss the AMS on there, especially if it's still going. I think it was for $850, like I said, because that's just a steal. But I'm happy with this for $600 already. No complaints. Great printer, best I've had so far. I've been 3D printing since 2016, and I started with the Monoprice Maker Select Plus, and now we have this, and it's awesome. So some of the things I really like: automatic bed leveling works absolutely fantastic on this printer. It does increase the preparation time a bit, but I don't really care. I've just gotten used to it. I don't, sit next to the printer when it's doing the bed leveling every time. I normally start this from my desktop PC. Actually, I just had the laptop out here just so I could show you guys this. I don't normally use this. But anyway, I started from my desktop and just not even in the same room, and just let it do its thing, and then I'll bring it up on the live view when it works to check on it. Yeah, but anyway, automatic bed leveling is awesome. Just the print quality in general, the speed and accuracy is really good. I really like how it has the camera built in already. It's got the light built in already. Those are things I haven't had on previous printers. Good build volume. The textured PEI plate, I like how it's magnetic. It has been working really well for most filaments. I mentioned in a previous video, the only one I've been having issues with is ASA. I think that's more to do with the filament, not necessarily the machine. So I got to work on that a little bit. In fact, maybe I'll get that sorted today with this Vision Liner nano polymer adhesive here. I still got to try that. I just haven't got around to it. So I like how this comes with the enclosure. That's another reason I went with the P1S. I just wanted something nice. I didn't want to have a unenclosed printer anymore. I've had that in the past, and just nice to be able to print things that need that enclosure, and just kind of keeps things cleaner overall. And it's also quieter too. I mean, just listen. Hopefully you can hear this. Anyway, my mic has that noise canceling stuff built in. But anyway, obviously it's quieter. It's closed. So that's a plus. Not a big deal for me, because this is kind of like the dedicated 3D printing area. Like I said, I don't just hang out in here while it's printing the whole time. I usually in my man cave, so the noise and it's not an issue. I kind of like doing it that way also, just so you're not, inhaling the fumes that come off from 3D printing. So, but that's just me. I think that's going to do it for this one, guys. I have added a dryer. Got the Creality Dry Box 2.0. Keep things printing nicely. Keep the filament good and dry, obviously. Like having that. So the controls here, this has not been an issue for me. I know some people don't like it, and that's fine. I don't really care. Really, I only use this for loading and unloading the filament, which here I'll show you how, you know, just go here, and you go there, and there it is, load and unload the filament, you know. Oh my. So most of the time you're just using the Bambu Studio anyway, not even on this trying to control it. So as I said, just my opinion, save some money there. I know when I get the AMS, I might be regretting that decision of not getting the color touchscreen, but still, you can do all that in the Bambu Studio. It would just be nice to have at that point. If you get AMS right off the bat, or if you're mostly at the machine setting up things right there for whatever reason, then maybe that's for you. So I won't judge there. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this one, guys. Probably missed a few things, but that is my review on P1S. Recommend it. As always, thanks for watching.